it's April from April's Home, and happy Halloween week. Today I thought that it would be fun to try out all of the Halloween cereals that I found this month. Most of these I found at Walmart. They have a really fun selection of different Halloween themed treats. I will go ahead and link below my last taste test. I did a huge Halloween snack taste test a couple of weeks back, so I'll go ahead and link that below. And today I thought that I would try out a bunch of fun new Halloween-y cereals here that I found. So we have our classic Boo Berry cereal, our classic Count Chocula, a Captain Crunch Halloween Crunch, as well as a Special K Pumpkin Spice. I found a ton of different pumpkin spice flavors. A Frosted Mini Wheats that's pumpkin spice, a Life cereal that's pumpkin spice, and then a box of pumpkin spice Cheerios as well. So lots of fun cereals to try out for the Halloween and fall season here, and I'm really eager to see what all of these taste like. Before I get started trying these out, I thought I'd give you a close-up look at each of the cereals that I'll be trying, as well as the cereal poured out into a little bowl up close. So here is a look at all the cereals that I'll be trying. Okay, so here are some of the cereals that I will be trying in this Halloween cereal taste test. This is the limited edition Special K Pumpkin Spice Crunch, and it looks like it has crunchy rice and wheat flakes with nutmeg, allspice, ginger, and cinnamon clusters. I also have this limited edition Captain Crunch's Halloween Crunch. The ghosts turn the milk green, it says. And then it definitely wouldn't be Halloween without the classic Halloween cereal Boo Berry. This is one of my favorites. So Boo Berry and Count Chocula. I didn't get Frankenberry because I don't really love the berry flavor, so I'm just trying Boo Berry and Count Chocula. And then back to the pumpkin spice flavors, the limited edition Kellogg's Mini Wheats pumpkin spice flavor, the Life limited edition pumpkin spice flavor, and the family size limited edition pumpkin spice Cheerios. I found all of these Halloween cereals at Walmart. So now I'm going to go ahead and pour some out into bowls so we can take a closer look at each one out of the box. Okay, so I've poured a little tiny bowl of cereal for each one of the cereals here, and I'll give you a close-up look at each one. Okay, so we'll start with the Special K limited edition Pumpkin Spice Crunch, and it looks like a nice flake here with perhaps a little coating on it, a little sweet coating, and some pumpkin spice flavors. And then we have the Halloween Captain Crunch, and you can see it's got regular little Captain Crunch pieces as well as little orange ghosts, which apparently turn the milk green, so that'll be interesting to see. Next we have Count Chocula, and it's got the little classic Count Chocula pieces as well as little marshmallows. And then Boo Berry has little sort of purpley blue colored little ghosts there with purple and blue marshmallows. And this is the Kellogg's Mini Wheats pumpkin spice flavor, and you can see they look like classic Mini Wheats, but instead of just the frosting, it looks like it's sort of an orangish colored pumpkin-y frosting. And then there's the limited edition Life pumpkin spice cereal, and it looks pretty much like Life cereal, so it'll be interesting to see how different it tastes. And then lastly, the Pumpkin Spice Cheerios, and they look like Cheerios, but just a little more orangey colored and spicy colored. So those are all of the cereals that I'll be trying out today. Okay, so to start this off, I'm going to go ahead and start with a classic Halloween cereal. This Boo Berry cereal has been around since I was a kid. I used to eat this and Boo Berry, Count Chocula, and Frankenberry all the time when I was a kid, so I thought I would go ahead and try Boo Berry. I haven't tried it for a few years. So I've poured myself a little bowl here. First I'm going to try it dry, and then I'll add some milk. So this is the little cereal itself. Doesn't have much of a blueberry smell. It mostly just smells like cereal, so let me give this a try. Mostly this just tastes like a basic cereal. I'm not tasting too much of the berry flavor. And then it also comes with little marshmallows, so I'll taste one of those. Okay, the berry flavor is definitely in here, and it's in the marshmallows. So I'm going to go ahead now and try this cereal with a little bit of milk here. So I'll pour in a little bit of milk, and we'll give this a try with the milk added, with a couple pieces of the cereal as well as a marshmallow here. So this is definitely a good cereal, a classic taste that I definitely remember. I'm going to go ahead and give this one more taste, and then I'll move on to Count Chocula. Next is Count Chocula, another classic Halloween cereal, right along with Boo Berry. And so let's go ahead and give this a try. First I'll try the cereal. The cereal is definitely a nice chocolatey little cereal there, not too overwhelming, just a hint of chocolate. And now we'll go ahead and try a marshmallow. The marshmallow is definitely sweet and not too chocolatey, so mostly just sweet. I think the chocolate is mostly in the cereal in this case. And now I'll go ahead and pour a little milk in here as well and try this with milk. So let's go ahead and see what Count Chocula tastes like with milk. Definitely a good chocolatey sweet cereal and definitely just the taste that I remembered. So I'll go ahead and take one more bite of this Count Chocula here, and then we'll move on to the Halloween Captain Crunch. So that Count Chocula was good and chocolatey, definitely a yummy cereal. And next is the Captain Crunch's Halloween Crunch, and it says that the ghosts turn green, turn your milk green, so that'll be interesting. So here's the cereal here, and let me try first the Captain Crunch type piece. The Captain Crunch piece tastes just like Captain Crunch, and now for one of the little orange ghosts. These little orange ghosts tasted pretty good, definitely a little sweeter than the regular Captain Crunch. Now let's go ahead and pour some milk on this and see if it turns the milk green, as well as what it tastes like with milk. Okay, so it definitely turns the milk green, just sort of a light green color here. I'll go ahead and insert a clip of this green milk here. And here is a close-up of the way that the milk turns green in this Captain Crunch here. So now for a bite of this Captain Crunch with the milk. This Captain Crunch tastes really a lot like just classic Captain Crunch, the only difference being that it turns your milk green, which I think is really, really fun. So this is definitely a fun cereal here. And then next I have the first of these 4 pumpkin spice flavored cereals. This is Special K Pumpkin Spice Crunch. So it says that it has crunchy rice wheat flakes with nutmeg, allspice, ginger, and cinnamon clusters. So that sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like here. This cereal definitely has a good pumpkin-y spice smell here, and I'll go ahead and try one of the flakes. Definitely a really good pumpkin spice flavor, not too overwhelming. It almost tastes like a good pumpkin bread or something like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and try this with a little milk. Okay. This pumpkin spice crunch is really, really good, both dry and with milk. I love the subtle pumpkin spice flavor. This is definitely one of my favorite ones so far. This is really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and have another bite of this Special K pumpkin spice cereal, and then we'll move on to the pumpkin spice mini wheats. Okay, so next I have here the Kellogg's Mini Wheats pumpkin spice flavor, which look really, really interesting and good. I love frosted mini wheats, so I'm excited to see what the pumpkin spice version tastes like. Here is the cereal without milk, and I love the little orange colored pumpkin spice topping. I don't really smell a very strong pumpkin spice flavor, so it'll be interesting to see what this tastes like, if it has a good pumpkin spice flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and break off a little piece of this dry cereal and try it without milk first. It's really hard to notice the pumpkin spice flavor in this without the milk, so I'm going to go ahead and try this with milk and see if I can taste a little bit more of the spices. So here's the pumpkin spice mini wheats with milk. So even with the milk, I don't notice too much of the pumpkin spice flavor with these mini wheats. They just kind of taste like regular mini wheats with perhaps just a hint of the pumpkin spice. So not a bad cereal, but definitely not like a really pumpkin-y spice flavor as much as I was hoping for. So there's that one. And then next, let's go ahead and try the Pumpkin Spice Life cereal. I also love Life cereal, so I'm excited to see what this Pumpkin Spice Life tastes like. Again, I'm not really noticing a strong pumpkin spice smell with this. It doesn't really look any different than a regular Life cereal. So I'll be curious to see how much pumpkin spice this has in it as well. And I'm going to go ahead and try a dry piece first. This Pumpkin Life cereal also doesn't have a really strong pumpkin spice flavor. There is a hint of it though, so I'm hoping it'll taste a little more pumpkin-y and spicy with the milk added. So now I'll go ahead and try this with the milk as well. Okay, that time the milk really definitely helped. It really brought out the pumpkin spice flavor of this Life cereal. Has a lot of a cinnamoniness to it. It's pretty good. I love it. It's nice and sweet, and it has a good balance of sweet and pumpkin spice. So that's really nice that it tastes good with milk like that. And then lastly, I'm excited to try out these pumpkin spice Cheerios. My sister actually tried these and says that her whole family really loves them. So I'm eager to see what these taste like as well. Okay, so this is the dry cereal, and I'll go ahead and eat a couple of these dry first. I definitely notice a pumpkin spicy smell with this cereal. And these also have a really good pumpkin spice flavor to them. Those are very tasty. I think that the Cheerio goes really well. The Cheerio flavor goes really well with the pumpkin spice flavor. So now I'm eager to try these with milk as well. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and try this pumpkin spice Cheerios with milk. So the pumpkin spice Cheerios are very good. They taste delicious both dry and with milk. I think these would be a really fun little snack for anyone who likes to eat dry cereal. Sometimes I used to feed my children dry cereal as snacks when they were tiny, and I think these would have been a really fun treat for during the Halloween season. And yeah, I really love these. They have a good warm, spicy taste to them. Definitely, you don't miss the pumpkin spice in here. It's not overwhelming, but it definitely is there. And I think that that is definitely pretty fun. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try one more bite of this, and then I'm going to rank these in order of my most favorite to least favorite. Okay, so I think all of these cereals were really fun to try out. They were all pretty good, and some were definitely my favorites over others. I think my most favorite was this Special K Pumpkin Spice Crunch. This was pretty tasty. It had a nice warm pumpkin spice flavor. I really loved it. Again, I thought it tasted almost like pumpkin bread or something. This is definitely one I would purchase again, and one that I'm definitely going to enjoy having a bowl of for breakfast this week. So the Special K Pumpkin Spice Crunch is my favorite. And then a close second is the Pumpkin Spice Cheerios. I really love these Pumpkin Spice Cheerios as well. The spice in these are really, really good. Yeah, this is definitely a fun one. I would definitely buy this again. I would hope to buy this every year. I hope they keep bringing it back. This is definitely a fun fall pumpkin-y flavored cereal here. So this is my second choice. And then tied for third are Boo Berry and Count Chocula. I like these both the same. I think they're fun and whimsical and remind me of Halloween when I was a kid. I think I will always enjoy these kind of cereals, and they definitely taste like the classic Boo Berry and Count Chocula. So these are tied for third. And then in fourth place is this Halloween Captain Crunch. I thought that it was fun that it turned the milk green, and I love that it's Halloween packaging and stuff like that, but I thought that it would be different if they maybe had a little bit of a different flavor in it. Since it just tastes like the regular Captain Crunch, I put it in fourth place, but it is definitely a fun Halloween-y cereal and would be really fun for anyone who loves Captain Crunch, and I love the novelty of the milk turning green. So that was pretty fun. And then in fifth place, I'm putting the Life Pumpkin Spice cereal. It was definitely good, but the pumpkin spice flavor was really subtle, and you definitely couldn't taste it as much as I thought that you would be able to. The pumpkin spice is pretty subtle in there. It's still a really good cereal, but definitely could use just a little bit more pumpkin spice flavor. So that is my fifth place choice, but still a really fun cereal for the holidays. And then my least favorite one here is the Pumpkin Spice Mini Wheats. I really thought that I would love these. I love regular frosted mini wheats, but these didn't taste as pumpkin-y as I thought they would, just sort of like the Life cereal, and they weren't as sweet as I thought that they normally are. So it's sort of like they're not as spicy as I thought they would be, and they're also not as sweet as regular frosted mini wheats. So although they're good, they're definitely not my most favorite. So definitely some fun cereals though. I really love all of these choices. Certainly some fun Halloween cereals to try out. I loved that they had all of these cereals available this year. I think it's so fun that they're coming out with all these new flavors. They are coming out with pumpkin spice everything this year. I even found a pack of pumpkin spice Eggo waffles the other day that I'll be really interested to try out for breakfast sometime this week as well. So definitely some super fun cereals for Halloween. I love trying these all. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at all of these Halloween cereals and pumpkin spice cereals. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe for more videos from April's Home. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye!